Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. I'm Chris McGee, Hall of Famers James Worthy, the 7-time champ is Robert Horry. We got Brez, we got Allie Clifton, we got Trudell, we got everyone involved. And big game, that says it all right there. We're going to go back to Staples before you guys.
Sweating up in here, man.
Before you guys talk, because Anthony Davis is standing by with Allie.
Thanks so much, Geeter. Anthony, you have remained consistent from day one, holding this team to such a high standard. What had to change there in the second half for you guys to get this job done?
We had to be more physical. That first half, they did whatever they wanted. They was a more physical team, a more hard-working team. We knew it was going to be a dogfight. First, it's playoff basketball. This team been playing great as of late. Had the snake Steph. We had some miscues with him early on, but we came in the locker room and said the game isn't over. We're at home. We got our fans. We just got to play some defense and get rebounds, and we were able to do that towards the end. Obviously, Bron hit a big shot to take us up 3. All the guys played well. We got stops towards the end and was able to rebound and come out with the win. Man, this playoff basketball, Allie. I played the whole second half. I wasn't coming out. Bron wants to do the same thing, but that's what happened. Now we got 3 days off before our next game to get back rested and get ready for Phoenix.
AD, take me inside that final possession because, as you mentioned, it's playoff basketball, and someone who also knows a lot about it is Steph Curry. What goes through your mind when he has an opportunity to tie it up?
Details. It's all about details. We walked through every end of gameplay that they could possibly run. We seen that action. We walked through it yesterday and this morning. And we just wanted to switch everything. Knowing we're up 3, we didn't want them to get a 3 off. They threw the ball a little bit before. I was able to get out to Steph, get a piece of it, and Kenny was able to recover it. So, we know they're trying to go to him, and we just battled. We battled. Obviously, we're still trying to get Bron acclimated with the team. But it was a fun game. And if you don't like this, if you're a basketball player and you don't like games like this, then you in it for the wrong reasons. Because this is a hell of a game. This is a hell of a team we battled against. And going against a guy like Steph and, the guys around him, yeah, I was excited. We talking crap. Me and Poole got double text. Like, that's playoff basketball. That's what you want. And we were able to come out with this win through all the drama that went on late game.
Anthony, I have to ask you just one more because you talk about that trash talk. The competitive battles between you and Draymond have been well documented over your career. What was required of you against him as this one unfolded for you to continue to make your mark?
Just keep going. I mean, I know he was going to try to be physical with me. He got me early in the game, but I just kept going. I missed early shots, some easy shots, but I told my team, that's not going to stop me. Was able to do some other actions to, we know Draymond likes to help, so we was running other actions to get him in situations that he's not normally in, and we was able to execute off of that. But me and him always had battles since we got in the league, since my years in New Orleans. Played him, I think every year I went to the playoffs except last year, the 2 times I went in New Orleans. We got, like you said, documented battles, and it's always fun to go against a brother.
Anthony, I'll now allow you time to catch your breath. We always appreciate the time. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Allie.
Geeter, back over to you.
Who cares if you score a lot of points? I want to see play basketball the way it's supposed to be played on both ends. And when they use this term two-way players, that's some BS to me because basketball is one of those sports where you got to play both ends. There ain't no timeouts and you switch defenses. You do it on both ends. And I think if you look at it, that's why Embiid is my MVP this season because he's done it on both ends. I know a lot of people say, oh, he hasn't played enough games. It doesn't matter. He has put in the body work. He's put them as the #1 team in the East, and he plays both ends of the floor.
I like a passionate Rob Horry. Big game, James. We had this, Brez and I had this conversation on our show last night. I get why he won't win it. I understand him being an 8 seed, and I understand what you say too, Rob. Mm-hmm. But players coming out and saying it about an 8-seeded team, that guy should be the MVP, just tells you what an incredible season he has had.
Well, I think it's out of respect and out of what he's done in the past as far as winning championships and how he changed the game. Shooting the 3. I mean, he changed the game. So quite naturally, when they see these miraculous performances that he's having, quite naturally, they're going to go to that. But I think historically, you're going to have to be higher than an 8 seed But this may change the conversation in the future that you don't have to be a higher seed.
Yeah.
Your team does have in order for you to be a candidate. So, yeah, I mean, I could see, why people think, but he's not even in the conversation as far as being the real MVP this year.
Rob, why do you hate the reporters so much? I mean, you don't hate me that much, do you?
I don't hate the reporters. I just think a lot of them never played the sport, so they don't understand the sport.
I did play 8-man football at Buckley High School. That's something, right?
I said the sport, meaning basketball, not football.
Would despise be a better word? Not hate, despise?
I don't hate, I despise. I just.
What about BT? He's watching.
Oh, I totally disagree with BT all the time. He don't know what he's talking about.
Rob, I'm going to disagree with you on your MVP pick. I'm going to go with, I actually went with Embiid yesterday on the show Geek. Changed my mind, slept on it. I'm going to go with the third-seeded guy. I'm going to go with Jokic. I love what the Joker did. He played all 72. Embiid played only 51. No doubt Embiid, the better defender. No doubt about that. But I just like the fact that Jokic kept his team in contention after losing Murray a month ago.
Yeah, it seems like he's the favorite right now, Brez. Yeah. So LeBron, who was an MVP favorite before Solomon Hill, kind of ended that. Did you guys see enough from him the last two games to allow you to feel that he's ready to do what it takes to win another championship? Steve Kerr said this: no bigger challenge in basketball than trying to beat LeBron James. Pretty high compliment.
That is the highest compliment, because LeBron James seems like he's been around for 40 years. And I played against him in the championship, and I know he's been around for a long time, but I played against him in the championship. And he's always there. He's that type of guy that studies the game. He always learns from his mistakes. When he makes a mistake, that's why he's so good in the playoffs. He makes a mistake, he takes that, analyzes, and breaks it down to make sure he doesn't make that mistake again. He also makes sure that he can capitalize on that mistake. And LeBron is one of these generational athletes that we talk about that comes around, that transcends basketball. He does so many things for the sport. He's just LeBron James. He's not human.
You know what's sad? Had he not gotten injured, we'd probably be saying he's the MVP.
Yes.
I mean, but you can't miss 6 weeks.
We also wouldn't have a game tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
We all be in Hawaii, right there.
That's right.
Big game. We'd be zooming you in.
That's right.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, James, you spoke about it earlier. It's going to be hard to give it to Steph because, it's hard to give it to a guy who's below 3 or 4 in their own conference. Russell Westbrook broke the mold a few years ago. He was 6th. OKC was 6th in the West. So it can happen, but I think it was LeBron's award to lose until, unfortunately, like you mentioned, Solomon Hill came crashing into him, and that was pretty much that. He might still get some votes. We'll have to see, but he won't be first, second, third, or fourth.
But have you guys seen enough in the last 2 nights, 2 games, that leads you to believe that he's ready to go here for a championship run?
I have. Yeah. I mean, I saw when he first came back, before he took a little bit more time off, I saw a lot. And then when he came back, it was all about, for me, how he recovered. Could he recover in time to perform consistently, night in and night out? So, yeah, I've seen him, shoot out of the cannon really quick to get a steal and interceptions.
Last game of the year.
Yeah, I've seen the dunk.
The nice dunk.
I've seen, absolutely, Brez. I've seen just about everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he's ready
to go.
And AD as well.
All right, Lakers and Warriors will tip off in about an hour over on ESPN. Remember rigging for Wiggins, Andrew Wiggins in his 7th season? He's Golden State's second leading scorer. Remember that, Brez? Wiggins has been heating up over the last few weeks. 23 points per, 52% shooting over his last 9 games. Dangerous? We'll see. And coming up, the purple and gold finished with the league's top-ranked defense this season, but can they contain Steph Curry in tonight's play-in matchup? We'll discuss next on Access. Looking at the lottery standings every day, Brez.